Your experience with the narcissist gave you insight into a way of perceiving this realm that we're in an entirely different way. It gave you the opportunity to see the other side. Granted, it's not a side that any of us wanted to see, but there was purpose in us seeing it. The aspect, the way that reality is perceived by the narcissist through narrative, in their false reality, when you are drawn into that, you get a front row seat to seeing how the inversion operates. It's like a machine. It's not something random, although it feels chaotic. There is a design behind it. There is a method to the madness, and it does work for them. And in giving us this insight into this other way of perceiving things, we were also given an invitation. Because unbeknownst to us, we weren't fully anchored in the real. We were straddling two canoes. And the narcissist was an opportunity, an offer to see how the other side lives, and then to decide if we want to join their ranks. Because you will have noticed, after your experience, you will have thoughts like, how did they mess with my reality? How is my perception topsy-turvy? How did I not see this? You'll feel like you're coming out of a fog. And you understand that you were living within a kind of dream within a dream. You were through the looking glass. You weren't in a different place. You were in an inverted version of the same place, where nothing made sense because the rules were all different. And how did you even get there? I would say that you got there because we've been being trained to get there. Our whole lives have been a masterclass in how to get from this side of the mirror to the other side, which involves a slow erosion of truth, gradual distortion, uncoupling and loosening from the anchors of what we know to be real, valid, stable. So we were already partway there, we just didn't know it. And then we fall into the mirror world with the narcissist, and we live the crazy, topsy-turvy life, if you can call it a life. But we are able to perceive, to a large extent, and we're able to operate there, even though it doesn't feel good. And we get to see exactly how things are done. And sometimes it's not till you come closer, you try and come back to the other side of the mirror, that you can really see the extent of the inversion. Because you have to re-ground yourself in as much truth as you can grab onto before you can really see the extent to which the truth was distorted. Regardless, it shows you the other side. It shows you that it is possible to be in this realm and have a completely different way of operating, to perceive the world entirely differently and have a completely different experience of it. It's an invitation to go into that way of perceiving and to stay there, because you know you can stay, right? There's no reason you couldn't stay. It would just take a further erosion of everything that you are and everything you hold true. But like all of the programming that has occurred thus far, it's not an impossibility. And yes, the invitation works both ways. Via the contrast, the horror of being able to perceive things in that way and seeing that there are those among us who live that way their whole lives. That extreme contrast also provides us with the opportunity, also invites us to go the opposite direction. That's really what the choice is. Once you get into this experience with a narcissist, they will take you into delusion. They will take you into false perception, false reality. There's really not that much you have to do. Sit back and don't enjoy the ride. They will take you there. All you have to do is just never stick up for yourself, never do anything to interfere with that process, and it will continue. And then you will perceive, and you will be a part of that world within a world, which is not a different world, it's just a different way of working in the world. Or you can do the complete opposite. You can muster whatever strength you have, and you can launch yourself out of the inverted mirror world back into the real world as far as you can. Because when you would have gone through, you would have been very close or in the transition point between the two worlds. That's how it was so seamless and easy, and you didn't even notice it happening, because it was already greatly a part of you and how you perceived the world. You just hadn't gone whole hog. It hadn't gotten this real yet. But once you've gone that far in, and you've understood how much you don't want it, you are able to launch yourself out in the opposite direction. And when you launch yourself out, it is a catalyst and a contrast of such an extreme that it shows you even more potential to anchor in the real, even more allegiance, alliance, and alignment with what is true and real. The most uninverted. Your experience with the narcissist is insight. Your experience with the narcissist is an offer from both sides to no longer sit on the fence. To either embrace the flip entirely, or to put yourself right side up once and for all. Thank you for listening to today's message. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.